Hello.
Hey, Trent.
Hey, Trent. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. Well, since Brad kind of talked about this earlier today, what are you seeing, when Kofi's out there and maybe getting fouled and those fouls aren't being called?
I mean, it's very frustrating, obviously.
That's nice.
I think he's used to it, by now. I mean, obviously it's still frustrating, but practice, guys, hammering him, and we try to teach him, how to play through fouls. But in the game, it's it's a different situation because we are losing opportunities, for him to shoot free throws, and ones and finishes that basket, and most importantly, getting their guys out of the game. So obviously it's frustrating. We just got to find a way, to play through that.
Thanks, Trent.
Hey, Trent. Being a senior, as you guys are coming off losses this year, you've played really well as a team. What's been your kind of message as you guys try and regroup after those?
I think the biggest thing right now is, as vets, we got together after the Rutgers, we got to hold ourselves accountable. Obviously we have a lot of younger guys, and it starts with us. So when they see us, the freshmen Coleman, Bello, Ace, when they see me, Ayo, Monte, those upperclassmen making mistakes, that maybe they say, oh, maybe it's okay, to make mistakes. So, I've talked about it, stressed it these past 2 days with, with Monte and Ayo, just, pressing, talking about us, just being assignment sound and barely making mistakes and just holding ourselves accountable. So, we can be, very assignment sound on the defensive end.
Trent.
Trent, you mentioned defense, and Coach talked about that earlier this morning. What do you think's been, I don't know what to call it, a disconnect, or he said he has really high expectations for you guys on the defensive end, and what do you think maybe it needs to be improved there?
Right now we're just not playing, hard enough, and I think that's the biggest situation right now, and we're not responding to, teams, punching us in the mouth. And that's the biggest. That's going to be one of the biggest things this year for the season. We're going to be top 25 all year. So everybody wants a piece of us. Everybody looking at us as a a game to to get at, a team to get at, to get a win, because they see we're soft, I guess. But I think it's the biggest thing right now is us being able to show who we are, and showing us other teams what we're about on that side. And just most importantly, playing harder. We got to dive in those loose balls, 50-50 balls, rebounding, just punishing people on the glass. So we just got to come out with way more effort.
Thanks, Trent.
Hey, Trent. Obviously, you guys headed to Penn State. They're a team that's kind of had some ups and downs early. What do you see in them, and what are you guys going to have to, kind of continue to do, make improvements on it as you go there?
This is going to be all out bloodbath. It's going to be a fight. Whoever wins the 50-50 balls, take charges, rebound. It's going to be a war. So I mean, this is not a game of who has better players, records. This is going to be a game of straight effort and just playing hard. So we got to have that mindset. Before we get on this plan, if we get on that plan, we got to be ready, to strap up. So that's just going to be our mindset. Leading up to before tip off, just being able to go there and just be ready to fight for 40 minutes.
Thank you.
Hey, Trent, you guys seem to lose 2 in a row way less frequently than you did maybe your freshman year. What do you kind of attribute that to? Is it the veterans and the leadership, or the roster, or what do you kind of attribute that to?
Like I said earlier, accountability. We haven't been holding ourselves accountable, on the defensive end. And leading our younger guys, with mistakes. They see us making mistakes, so they think it's okay, and that's where we got to come in and hold ourselves accountable and just be assignment sound 40 minutes and just not making mistakes, and just playing hard. And that's the biggest thing with this team right now. We're the same loose balls we were getting, back in March before the season ended. We're not getting right now. So that's where we have to grow in that area. Obviously, have young guys. We just have a lot of vets as well. So us vets, we have to pull those guys along and show them, how you really win games on the road.
Thanks, Trent.
We have time for one last question if we have it.
I'll go.
Okay.
Yesterday we had
John Harrar from Penn State talking about one of the reporters asked him about Christmas and what he wants, and he said peace. It seemed like a good answer. Do you have any message that you'd like to say to fans or your family?
For Christmas, I mean, I'm 22 years old. I don't look for presents anymore, but I just hope, just to make it up make it to 2021. Just it's been a rough year, obviously, with everything going on. So, it'll be a blessing, to get to another year and start, from the beginning.
All right. Good luck tomorrow. Thanks.
Thank you.
All righty, guys. Thanks, everybody. That'll wrap it up.
Thanks, Trent.